May I please have everyone's attention? Before the meeting begins, we ask that everyone please silence your cell phones. The Fort Bend ISD Board of Trustee meeting is an open meeting for the public to observe the board conducting district business. Therefore, patrons may only address the board during the designated audience item section on the agenda. If you have printed material you want to give to board members, you must provide them to me or any officer present, and we will provide them to the board. We also ask the members of the audience be respectful of others by remaining quiet so that everyone is able to hear the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you. The time now is 5:59 p.m., and this meeting is hereby called to order. We have the presence of a quorum attending in person. Notice of this meeting has been posted online and at the Fort Bend ISD Administration Building for at least 72 hours. So the first on the agenda is public comment.
President Day, I hate to stop you for 2 seconds, but we need to wait till 6.
Okay.
Which it's now 6 o'clock. So
Now
you can
the
commence the meeting.
Okay, right now it's 6 p.m. We're gonna convene the meeting. Thank you. The first on the agenda is public comment. Do we have any speaker today? The board encourages and welcomes comments and input from our patrons. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes, and please refrain from mentioning a student or employee's name when voicing a concern or complaint, as board policy provides alternative procedures through the grievance process policy, GF local or DGBA local, to seek resolution to complaints. I will read the name of the person ready to speak and share. They have 3 minutes to make their comments. Once the speaker starts their comments, the board secretary, Mr. David Hamilton, will announce when they have 30 seconds remaining. Once the 3 minutes time limit has expired and whether the speaker has concluded their comments, Mr. Hamilton will announce that the speaker's time has elapsed, and I then will ask you to return to your seat. Thank you, ma'am, for coming tonight, and you can start whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deborah Hunt. I am not only a faculty member in Fort Bend ISD, I am a parent. In March 2023, I am a CTE teacher. I was notified that for the 23-24 school year, my salary would be reduced. My contract days were reduced by 5 days. That's about $1,700 less that I'm going to get starting September the 15th. I would like the board to know that CTE teachers, we are here because we love children. We can go back to the field and double our salary. I teach health science. I get weekly calls to come back to the hospital. But I love my students. But the CTE teachers, we need those salaries back. The cost of living is going up for everyone. And yes, you are presenting to the voters again the VARTE tax. But what's the plan if that fails? Do you have a backup plan? Because I will tell you at open house, when I showed the video, I did not get a good response from my parents. They told me, we've seen it, heard it. You have to do something to keep teachers. I hired 3 new CTE teachers this year. I already know one is not returning. One long-term CTE teacher advised me today she's looking. Industry is calling us back. We have a valuable resource to give, not only to this district, but to the students. And I ask that you please look at our salaries again. Give us back what we lost, not just the 500 step increase, but what we lost. I'm here because I want to support the district that supported my children. But I need to be able to feed my kids and not have to worry. No teacher should have to work 2 jobs. Many of us do. And it's not an 8 to 3 job like people think it is. Another thing the district did, the district was advertising sign-on bonuses for the
30 seconds.
21-22 school year. I submitted that to my CTE director, and I was told by HR, no. CTE are hard to fill positions, and you've got to get competitive with other districts. Or do you as a board want a merry-go-round of teachers? I would think you would want stability on your campuses and for the students. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for coming today. Thank you for speaking. And next, we have an action item. So next, we have action item. We're gonna need to consider and approval of resolution to allocate VATRE fundings. I really want to thank everyone to be here today, the staff and all my fellow trustees. And so we were, due to a legal technicality on Friday, we were not able to vote on this item, but we had a lot of discussions and all the questions has been answered. So I'm gonna ask Dr. Gilliam to read the resolution, and then the board will just vote right after that. So Dr. Gilliam, whenever you're ready. Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready. Good evening. Resolution, Fort Bend Independent School District regarding allocation of voter approval tax ratification election VATRE funding. Whereas the Fort Bend Independent School District Board of Trustees at their August 21, 2023 regular meeting adopted a resolution setting the combined ad valorem tax rate for the 2023 tax year and approving an election order calling a voter approval tax rate election, VATRE, on November 7, 2023. Whereas a successful VATRE would set the total tax rate at 0.9892 cents, an amount 4 cents greater than the district's voter approval tax rate, and would generate an additional $35.26 million in tax revenue. Whereas in the action to adopt the tax rate and call a VATRE, the Board of Trustees required a subsequent meeting within 1 week for the purpose of allocating the funding generated from the VATRE if successful. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Fort Bend ISD Board of Trustees allocates the funding generated from the November 7, 2023 VATRE. If successful, in the following manner. VATRE funding initiatives. Compensation adjustments include teachers and librarians, differentiated teacher step scale, counselors and nurses, classroom aides. You want the dollars? Okay. VATRE funding initiatives total. Compensation adjustments, teachers and librarians, $13.48 million. Differentiation, teacher step scale, $8.58 million. Counselors and nurses, $0.69 million. Classroom aides, $2.71 million. Auxiliary and part-time temps, $1.96 million. Non-classroom paraprofessionals, $1.37 million. Bus drivers, $0.83 million. Administrators and business professionals, admin, $0.82 million. Administrators and business professionals, SPED, $0.66 million. Administrators and business professionals, campus, $0.15 million. Principals and assistant principals, $0.77 million. Police officers, $0.44 million. Directors and above, $0.30 million. Total compensation adjustments, $32.76 million. Armed security personnel, $2.50 million. Grand total VATRE funding initiatives amount to $35.26 million.
Thank you, Dr. Gilliam. Can I have a motion, please?
Yes. Yes, I move to approve the resolution as presented.
I second.
We have a motion by Dr. Gilliam, second by Ms. Malone. Let's vote. Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
We have a multiple motion to adjourn, so the meeting is adjourned at 6:09. Thank you, everyone.